Dear students, let us now discuss how the motion of charged particles in uniform magnetic field takes place. For this, let us consider B is a uniform magnetic field along the direction OX. This is OX in the plane of paper. In the plane of paper means like in this direction. Let us consider a charged particle having velocity v enters in a uniform magnetic field making an angle theta with the x-axis or with the direction of magnetic field. So this velocity will have two components, v sin theta and v cos theta. Let me represent v cos theta is equal to v1 and v sin theta is equal to v2. Now for this component v2 is equal to v sin theta and uniform magnetic field B. Since this component is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field, so the charged particle will experience some force, and that force is given by F is equal to Q V2 cross B, and direction of this force will be perpendicular to the plane containing V2 and B and given by right hand rule. Now if we apply the right hand rule, what will be the direction here? See, this is our right hand rule. According to this, at this point, suppose the curl of fingers is V2 cross B, right? B is along x-axis, V2 is perpendicular axis. So at this point, the V2 cross B, the motion will be, the plane will be containing V2 cross B directed inward. If suppose here it will be V2 and here it will be V perpendicular to that, in that case upward direction. If we are moving to V2 and B like this, suppose if B is along y-axis and V2 is along x-axis, in that case direction of that force will be upward. But here the direction of B is along x-axis and V2 is along y-axis. So our thumb will point like this and rotation of fingers of curls V2 cross B. So direction of force will be directed inward. So in that case, this force F can be written as Q V2 cross B can be written as V2 B sine 90 degree. Why 90 degree? Because the angle between V2 and direction of B is 90 degree. So we'll write here Q V2 B, right? Or more precisely we can write here Q, this is V sine theta into B, or QVB sine theta. This is the force experienced by the charged particle and is directed perpendicular to this plane of paper. Here I am using black whiteboard. So plane of the board directed inward. So direction of magnetic field in this case is directed inward, right? Now let us find out how the force, direction of force acts when the charged particle is moving, right? Now since as we have already discussed, since the force is acting perpendicular to the direction of motion, so it will not change its speed, rather it will change its path. So the path followed will be perpendicular, it will take it to this direction. So path follow will be circular path. Now let us have a look over how it look like. Suppose let us consider the magnetic field directed inward is represented by suppose crosses, which shows that magnetic field is lying perpendicular to the plane directed inward, and let this is the circular path followed by the charged particle. And here we have considered 4 points A, B, C and D. Now let us find out how does, if a charged particle is moving, in which direction the force will be acting at each and every point, right? Now since the magnetic field is directed inward, and at this point the charged particle direction, velocity direction is this direction, here along this direction, at C point along this direction, and D point this direction. Now you can use here your left hand rule that we have already done, that if we stretch the fingers of our left hand like this, in that case if fingers points toward the direction of first finger points toward the direction of magnetic field, and this middle finger represent the direction of the velocity, then thumb will point toward the direction of motion, direction of force experience. Now in this case, the direction of magnetic field is directed inward, right? This is inward. Moving charged particle is moving upward. See here, upward. So direction of thumb is toward center. So if I show it more clearly, see again, Direction of magnetic field is directed inward at this point. The charged particle is moving along this direction and the thumb is pointing toward the center. Again at this point the direction of magnetic field is in this direction. Charged particle is moving toward this negative x-axis, so thumb will point toward center. At this point again, if we see that the charged particle, magnetic field inward, charged particle is moving in this direction, negative y-axis, so thumb will point toward the center. Again at this point if we see the thumb is towards center. It means at each and every point, at A, B, C and D, the direction of force is toward the center. So I can draw it like, here it is along the center, here it is along the center, here it is along the center, here it is along the center. It means the magnetic force is providing the necessary centripetal force for the charged particle to move. So we can write this as B V2Q is equal to mv2 square by r, right? So V2 to V2 cancel out. We can find out V2 here. V2 is V2 can be find out. This is BQR by M. Or we can say that V2 is V sin theta is equal to BQR by M. Now if we want to find out the angular velocity of the rotation of the particle in magnetic field, then that will be given by omega is equal to, we know that B by R, angular velocity and linear velocity relation is omega is equal to V by R. Now V, here V is V2 by R, or we can write this is V sin theta by R. Similarly we can find out the frequency of rotation. Frequency nu is given by omega by 2 pi. As we know that omega is equal to 2 pi nu, so nu is equal to omega by 2 pi. Omega is what here? This is V sin theta by 2 pi r. Or we can put from here you can see V sin theta is BQR by M. So V sin theta is BQR by M into 2 pi r into theta. So this is our frequency. Similarly we can find the time period. So time period will be this is BQR by M into 2 pi r. So theta will not be there. So from this we can find out time period T is equal to 1 by nu, which is equal to 2 pi m divided by BQ. So this is all about. We can see here the time period and frequency both do not depend upon the velocity of the charged particle. It means that whatever is the charged particle's velocity, it will not get affected. That means they will cover their circular path in the same time. And second, if we talk about this component V cos theta component, since this component of velocity is acting along the direction, so in that case angle between V1 and B is 0. So we can write that QV1B sine 0 is 0. It means in that case the force experienced is 0. So there will be no force experienced on the charged particle due to this horizontal component, and the charged particle will move straight. So due to these two components, due to V sin theta, it will follow the circular path, and due to V cos theta, it is following the straight line path. So overall, due to effect of these two components, the path of charged particle will be helical. So this is all about how does the motion of charged particle can be studied when it is moving in a uniform magnetic field.